Hi everyone, so what I'm going to be doing today is just a makeup tutorial on these eyes here. So they're just like a really nice, like really warm toned half cut crease that's gold, and then dramatic lashes, nice warm base, and again just like a nice warm nude lip. So if you'd like to see this, then you can keep on watching, and all the products that I use will be linked down below and along with my social medias. So if you're watching this and you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. So let's get on with the makeup now. Okay, so as you can see, I've already got this side on here, so I just didn't know exactly what I was going to do, so I practiced on this side and I'm just going to show you how to recreate it on this one. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do for this look is we're going to carve under our brow and we're going to put concealer all over our lid, and we're not going to set it, so we're going to have a sticky base for the eyeshadow. And what I'm using is just the Collection Less Than Perfection concealer, and then just this flat concealer brush. So I'm just carving right underneath my brow, just like this. And then just blending that down. And then I'm just popping that concealer all over my base. Okay, perfect. Now once you've got your base down, then we can get started on the eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow today, I'm just using the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. So it just looks like this on the outside. And then when you open the palette up, it just looks like this. As you can see, I've used mine quite a bit. But it's just nice, like warm brown shades, a shimmery gold, and it's mostly a matte palette. So it's very versatile. There's a lot of different looks that you can do with it. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this Real Techniques brush. And this is the 203 brush, and it's a Bold Metals one. And I'm going to be taking this shade just here, this nice warm brown colour. I'm just going to get a decent amount of that on my brush, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start packing it just onto the crease, sort of in like a half circle shape all the way through. Okay, perfect. And once you've got like that rough like semicircle shape, don't worry if it's not like blended out, because it shouldn't be blended out at this stage. The next thing that you're going to do is you're just going to tap a little tiny bit of that colour on your brush, just the same one. Tap most of the excess off, and then just very, very lightly in like very small circular motions, just buff the edges out ever so slightly. Okay, perfect. And once you've done that, it should just look like this. Again, it doesn't matter if it's properly blended out right now, because we're going to put another colour just on top of that just to blend it out even further. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this big fluffy brush, and we're going to take this colour right here, which is the orange colour, and we're just going to get that just on our brush. And this is what we're going to use to blend out that first colour. So we're just going to very lightly put it just on the edges of that colour. Okay, and now just to blend that colour out just ever so slightly, what we're going to do is take the same brush and we're just going to dip between this cream colour here and this orange colour just to make a sort of lighter version of this orange colour, and that's what's going right on the edges just to blend it out even further. Okay, and once you're happy with that, what we're going to do is we're just going to deepen out the first colour, so we're just taking the same brush in the same shade as before, and we're just putting a little bit more of that on. Okay, perfect. So once you've done that, the next colour that we're going to use is this nice deep sort of plum purpley colour, and I'm taking this on a sort of smaller, denser fluffy brush, and we're just taking that really tight into the crease. So just starting on the outer corner, just like that, and pulling it into the crease. And then you can just use that last little brush just to blend out the edges of that. And what I'm doing is I'm just sort of winging that out just a tiny little bit. Okay, and now we're just going to take a dense sort of fluffy brush, and we're going to take this shade here, which is this nice deep purple shade, and all we're going to do with this is we're just going to tap it just onto the outer corner. And then just use that last brush just to blend it out slightly. And then you can just go back in with a little more, and it's just a bit going back and forth. So put a little bit of the product on, blend it out, put a little bit more on, blend it out until you're happy. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking this little loose powder brush just to swipe off the fallout just from my face, because I've got a little bit here. And now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do our lower lash line. So you're just basically doing the same thing that you did on top, but just on the bottom. So I'm starting again with that first colour that we put on our eye, and I'm just popping that right along my lower lash line. Then the lighter purple shade. And finally the darkest purple shade. Okay, perfect. So that's the crease done, and what we're going to do now is we're going to cut the crease just with some concealer. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this brush that you used to carve out your eyebrows, just the same brush, and some concealer again. And then what I do is I just take a mirror just like this, place it down, like take it all the way down here and look down into the mirror. And then get your brush with your concealer on it and just sort of start stamping it on the lid just to start creating that cut crease. And you want it, if you look straight forward and you see where your crease is, you want it just above that crease there. So my crease is just here, and you want it just above there. Okay, so if you want to check if that's in the right place, just look straight forward and just make sure that it's just above your crease line, which mine is, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to stamp the rest of the concealer just on my lid till about halfway. Okay, now what you want to do when you get to the halfway point is just wipe off any excess concealer off your brush, and you just want to tap this out just to blend it out so it's not like a harsh line. Okay, now once you've done that, I'm just going to take the brush that we used the lighter purple colour on, and I'm just going to sort of buff that just between, just to make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, now that's perfect, so now we're just going to pop the lid colour on. So I'm using the Tarte Chromepaint, and this one's just in the shade Sundrenched, which is a nice gold. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking that on my finger, and I'm just going to start pressing that onto my lid. Okay, now once you've pressed a little bit on, what you can do is just take the same product on a little flat shader brush and get the hard to reach areas, like your inner corner, the line where your cut crease is, and just on this outer edge here. And then just take that same brush again and just blend the little edge. Okay, and then as you can see, sometimes when you use a little glitter product like this on a cut crease, some of the little glitter particles just like kind of go up above the line. So what you can do just to fix that is if you take a brush like this, so this is a fine liner brush from Real Techniques, and if you just dip this into one of your crease colours, so I'm just going to use this one, just dip it, just the tip of it, and then just sort of trace that line across, and it'll get rid of any of the glitter particles that are left. And it also just makes it look like a lot more crisp. I'm just going to take this highlighter from the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I'm just popping that right in my inner corner. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, just in preparation for lashes, is I'm going to do a thin black line just with my NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner, just along the lash line. Okay, once I've done that, I'm just going to pop some lashes on and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that you're zoomed out, you can just see the finished eyes. So you just look like this. And I'm just going to show you, obviously I've already done my foundation, my concealer and my brows, just because I feel like that's a bit boring, so I thought I'd just show you the eyes and just like what I'm going to do for like blush, bronzer and highlight, and my lips as well. So I'm just going to jump into that now. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is bronzer. So I'm just using the MUA Bronze Perfection Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Sunset Tan. So I'm just taking this on a big bronzer brush and I'm just warming up my face. I love that. I love like a proper warm, nice bronzer. Okay, so that's bronzer on, and already I just feel like that's made a huge difference. I don't know about everyone else, but bronzer is like my favourite part of me. I just feel like it makes such a difference to your face, makes you look so much more warm, nice, and like you've just been on a nice holiday. So the next step that I do after I've just done my bronzer is I just put on some contour. So we're just going to do that now. Okay, so I'm just taking the contour colour from the Tarte Pro Glow to Go palette, and I'm just using that to start contouring my cheekbones. And because I've got quite dramatic eyes and stuff, I want like quite a dramatic face as well. And I'm just doing my jawline to make sure that it seems like I actually have a jawline and it's not just like fading into my neck. Okay, so now I'm going to do blush, and I always prefer like a nice peachy blush over a pink one. So what I'm going to be using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush, and this is in the shade Captivating. And I'm just taking this on like a little angled brush, and I'm just tapping that. And these are very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. So I'm just tapping that. I'm at my boyfriend's flat right now, and I'm just filming that, and this noise just, I don't know if you heard it or not, this noise just like happened, and it was just his Xbox turning on. Oh, I just stood on the controller, oh my god. That gave me a fright. Okay, so turn the Xbox off. I'm gonna continue doing my blush now. And then I just put a little bit on my temples, just here, on the little bridge of my nose, and on my chin. And what I think is really cute for people that have like smaller noses, I don't really like it on mine, but people that have like nice noses, or like any nose apart from mine basically, if you just put like a little bit on the tip, it looks really cute, but it just doesn't suit me, so I put it on the bridge of my nose instead. Okay, so what I'm going to do just before I put on highlighter is I'm going to take this, so it's the Betty Luminizer by the Balm, and as you can see it's just like a bronzy golden, I think it's supposed to be like a highlighter for deeper skin tones, but what I use it as is like a shimmery bronzer. So I like to just take this on my bronzer brush again and just sort of sweep it over my face. And I just feel like that gives me just like a really nice like bronzy glowy look. Okay, so the next step is just highlighter, and I thought a nice like goldeny highlight would look good with this because we've obviously got like the nice gold on our eyes. So I'm just using the MAC Oh Darling highlighter. It just looks like this. It's a really nice gold colour. And I'm just taking that on a fan brush and just popping that right on my cheekbones. And then just above my brow, a tiny little bit on my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. If you want to make that just a tiny little bit more intense, what I do is I just take this lighter gold highlighter from the Pro Glow palette. I just take this lighter gold colour from the Pro Glow palette, and I just pop a little bit of that just on the highest points of my face. And as you can see, that just makes it like super shiny and highlighted. Okay, so the last step that I do for my face is just pop on a few little fake freckles. So I just take the Real Techniques fine liner brush again, and just any brown eyeshadow that works for your skin tone, and I just dot them just over my nose. And if you want to blend them in, you can just take a wee brush and sort of sweep over them. Okay, now the last step that we need to do is just lips. So I'm just going to take the Tiramisu Lip Liner by Rimmel, and I'm just going to overlay my lips slightly. Okay, perfect. So once you've got them lined in, you're just going to want to put lipstick on. So I'm just using this one from Avon, and it's called In the Buff, and it's just like a perfect like everyday nude colour. and I'm just going to put that on my lips. Okay, so this is our completed look. Okay, so this is our completed look. As you can see, we just got a nice warm base, nice warm bronzers, peachy blush, and then your nice like sort of burgundy eyes and really warm gold colour. I hope you all enjoyed it, to anyone who watched it, and if there's any other like looks you want to see, any other videos you want to see, then you can just like comment it down below and I will try and film that, and I should be able to. So thank you everyone for watching, and just to add, all the products that I used will be mentioned down below, and I will also be leaving all my social media links and everything down below as well. So thank you for watching. Bye!